Welcome to Two Guys in a Ride. Today we're going to review the 2021 Nissan Rogue SV. I'll tell you about the horsepower, dimensions, and safety.
And I'll tell you about the inside, the controls, and the technology.
Before we get started, take a moment, hit that subscribe button.
And hit that bell icon so you never miss a video.
So what do you say, Nate?
Let's go for a ride.
Today we're working with our friends at Mankato Nissan in Mankato, Minnesota. Scoundrel, Scamp, playfully mischievous, exhibiting questionable behavior, but is nonetheless likable and attractive. That's the definition of a Rogue. Does this redesigned Nissan SUV live up to its name? Well, so far, yeah, it's likable and it's attractive. And later in the video, we'll let you know if it's also playful. This is the 2021 Nissan Rogue, and it's available in 4 trims. There's the Rogue S that starts at $25,650. The SV starts at $27,370. The SL starts at $32,000, and the Rogue Platinum starts at $35,430. These are starting prices for front-wheel drive. Of course, all trim levels can be optioned with the all-wheel drive. Now, this Rogue is presented here in Caspian blue, and it has a charcoal leatherette interior, and this particular one is stickered at $33,230. It's powered by a 2.5-liter double overhead cam, 16-valve direct injection gasoline 4-cylinder engine, and it produces 181 horsepower and 181 pound-foot of torque. It's driven by an Xtronic continuously variable transmission with manual mode. Plus it has eco, sport, snow, and off-road modes, and again, it does have all-wheel drive. Okay, out front it does have the black V-shaped grille, and you do have that large chrome surround and the big chrome Nissan badge. I love these multi-level aero composite LED high and low beam automatic headlights, and they also do have the LED signature daytime running lights. This vehicle doesn't, but you can get LED fog lights as well. And of course it does have the body colored front bumper with the matte black rub strip fascia accent. And these actually are functional side aero vents to help channel air around the front end and around the wheels. And down below there is that matte black lower intake and gray splitter. Up top there is UV reducing solar glass and speed sensitive variable intermittent windshield wipers. Okay, these wheels are beautiful. These are the 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels, and they're wrapped in 235/60R18 all-season tires. Up front, there's a McPherson strut front suspension with coil springs and anti-roll bar, and out back is a multi-link rear suspension with gas pressurized shocks and an anti-roll bar. This vehicle, of course, also has four-wheel disc brakes and four-wheel ABS. They are 11.7-inch and out back 11.5-inch ventilated disc brakes. I do like this black body strip below and the wheel well cladding to help preserve your paint. And it also does have the body colored heated outside mirrors, and they do have the LED turn signal indicators, and they are manual folding. These are also color key door handles, and it does have the remote entry and the lock unlock button there as well. And you see it does have the deep tinted side glass, has the black beltline molding, and it has the chrome window trim. Out back, I like the C-pillar design with that floating roof look. And up top, there is a dual pane, a panoramic sunroof, and you've got the brushed stainless roof rails. Let's take a look around back. Okay, this is a body colored spoiler, and it does have the rear integrated high mount brake light. And this is a power lift gate, and it has a fixed rear window with defroster, and it has a fixed interval wiper, and it does have a heated wiper park area to help melt snow and ice. Now these are LED brake and parking lights, but the turn signals, just like up front, are still incandescent bulbs. Now I do like the large Nissan logo, and I like the Rogue name spelled out across the liftgate. And down below you see it has a nice chrome rub strip and a black bumper with black bumper rub strip. And it does have the matte gray lower bumper trim. And down below, the exhaust tip is tucked under the bumper for a clean presentation. Let's take a look at the cargo area. Available on Nissans is their divide and hide cargo system that allows you to configure the cargo area 6 different ways. This vehicle does not have it, but there are storage cubbies on each side, and there is a compact spare tire mounted underneath the cargo floor. These are also 60/40 folding second row seats. And then maximum cargo volume behind the front row, 72.9 cubic feet. Maximum cargo volume with the second row up, as you see it here, 36.5 cubic feet. Cargo floor length from the sill to the front, 72 inches. Cargo floor length from the sill to the second row, 36.8 inches. Cargo width at the belt line, 43 inches. Cargo opening height, 34 inches. And cargo liftover from the ground into the vehicle is 29 inches. So some of the safety systems on this vehicle are intelligent forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, rear cross safety alert, intelligent around view monitor, rear sonar system, rear automatic braking, ProPilot assist, and lots more. Up next, let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, front track 62.4 inches, rear track 62.6 inches, width 72.4 inches, overall length 183 inches, height 66.5 inches, wheelbase 106.5 inches. Maximum ground clearance 8.2 inches, approach angle 17.4 degrees, departure angle 25 degrees. Curb weight 3,552 pounds, maximum payload 900 pounds, and maximum towing 1,350 pounds. Turning circle 37.6 feet, and it has a 14.5 gallon fuel tank. Now, what about safety? Well, IIHS has not yet rated it. NHTSA has not yet rated it. But the 2020 Rogue did score an overall good from IIHS. Let's talk about performance. 0 to 60, 9.2 seconds. Standing quarter mile, 17 seconds. Top speed, 120 miles an hour. And more importantly, braking, 60 to 0, 125 feet. What about the appearance? Well, I like the signature V-shaped grille, the split headlights, and the thick C-pillars with that floating roof design. Dependability. Basic warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles. Powertrain warranty, 5 years, 60,000 miles. And roadside assistance, 3 years, 36,000 miles. And finally then, economy. 25 city, 32 highway, with 28 combined. Now let's take a look inside, but before we do, please check out my notes in the description below and take a moment to give us a like, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button right over there in the corner. So, what do you say, Nate? All yours. Take it away.
Before stepping inside, let's talk about the dimensions in the front. Step-in height is 19 inches, the door opening width is 32 inches, and headroom with the moonroof, as this car has it, is 39.2 inches. Legroom is 43.3 inches on both sides, hip room is 54.1 inches, and shoulder room in the front is 57.1 inches. And stepping on the inside here, we do have soft touch materials up here. We have it down here and down here on the armrest as well. And then this is hard plastic right here. I do like the sort of the brown and then the black color combinations here on the door. Looks really nice. Now, as far as your switches go, of course, you have your window lockout right here. You have normal power windows right here, and then you have auto up and down for the driver, and then you have your right and left mirror controls along with your cursor, and then your unlock and lock buttons. Down here below you do have a bottle storage area and a little bit of storage just behind that. Now the seats themselves are leatherette, and you can see that they have some nice bolsters on the sides here. They're very comfortable when you're driving. The seat itself is 8-way power, including a 2-way power lumbar, And the passenger seat is 4-way manually adjustable. Right, down here we do have a little bit of storage underneath the center console, which I like. There are no plugins or anything in there, but it does make for a nice storage area. Down here, of course, you've got your foot feet, you've got a nice footrest on the left, and then coming on up, you do have right here your dashboard brightness and dimness control. You do have your trunk opening button right here, and this one is your steering assist right here. All right, the steering wheel itself is a tilt and telescope, and that lever is right there. Okay, it is a push start. So on the dashboard itself, you've got an RPM gauge and a engine temperature gauge on the left. You have a speedometer and a fuel gauge on the right. And then in the middle, you have a digital driver's information screen where you can access a lot of things. We're going to make another video on that and the infotainment screen. And if you want to see all the details that are in there, click on the link above. You have all of your light controls over here on the left. And then you have your windshield wiper controls, front and rear, over here on the right. Now on the steering wheel itself, right over here, you have got, of course, volume control for your media. You've got you got skip forward, skip backwards for radio and stations on Pandora and XM radio. You have your driver's information control buttons right here, those three. And then over here on the right, you've got your voice command button, and you do have your dynamic cruise control right here. And then over here is your gap setting button, and then, of course, your phone control. Now, voice command, if you push and hold it, will also access Siri. Okay, I do like it. It's a flat bottom steering wheel. And I like the feel of it. Feels really nice. And then, of course, you have paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel. Okay. All right, moving over to the infotainment screen. This particular car has a 6-speaker system, and it has an 8-inch screen. It is a touch screen. It has a bunch of physical buttons below it. And it also does include Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, AM and FM radio, and also HD radio and Sirius XM. And then you can use the voice command button to go through to access Siri if you have an Apple phone, or you can do a Google Assistant and use that as well. I'm moving down to the climate control system. This is a dual zone auto climate control, and you have all physical buttons. It does not even show up in the infotainment screen. So your driver's adjustment, of course, is over here, passengers is over here, and you have all of your familiar climate control buttons. Two things I will point out. First of all, you do have a physical sync button, which I absolutely love. And then, of course, this particular car does come with heated seats. They each have 3 stages, and they are these buttons right here. Okay, moving down below, you do have 2 USB ports. You have a USB-A and a USB-C. So these will connect into Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Also, if you want to play media through a USB device, you can connect those here. Now, in addition to that, you do have a 12-volt outlet right here, your start and stop button right here. And then this is not a wireless charger, but it is a nice rubberized tray, non-skid tray right here for storage. And you got dual cup holders right here with a pass-through in the middle, which I really like. All right, moving over here, you do have your electronic parking brake. This does have auto hold, and you can engage that right here. And then behind that, you have your modes. So what we have, starting on the left, is we have off-road, we have then snow, and we have auto, and then we have eco, we have sport. So those are your different modes. And they'll show up on the driver's information screen as you're scrolling through. Now, the shifter is, I like it that it's a physical shift right here, not a push button. And then, of course, the release button is here on the right. But basically, it's a slide. So if I go like this, and it just kind of slides back. All right, park is a push button, so we just push that. There we go. All right. Now down below, and I'll overlay a video, there's another storage area underneath here, which I really like. All right, the center armrest area opens up. You have the split doors here. You've got a deep storage area. And then it is got some soft felt bottom to it. And then you do have another little storage tray right here. There we go. All right, the glove compartment itself is right down here.
and it is deep and ample sized. The mirror itself is just a standard day-night mirror. Right? And then moving up here, of course, you got sunglass storage here. You've got all of your dome light controls here. And then this button opens and closes your shade, and this button opens and closes your the front part of your panoramic sunroof. And then you got SOS button right here. The visors do have a light above them, and they are telescoping as well. And this is the same on both sides. Okay, let's step into the second row and see what that looks like.
Before I step inside, let's talk about the dimensions in the second row. Step-in height is 19 inches. Door opening width is 29 inches. Headroom without the moonroof is 39.2, and headroom with the moonroof, as this car does have, is 37.8 inches. Legroom is 38.5 inches on both sides. Hip room is 53.4 inches, and shoulder room is 55.9 inches. Let's step inside.
All right, so in the second row, you get the same kind of door treatment with all the nice soft touch materials and the two-tone colors. But what I like is even on this trim level, you have a pull-up shade for each of the rear windows. And I think that's really a nice addition to have. We usually don't see that unless you're in a upper trim level. You do have a bottle storage right here. And then on the seat themselves, you do have mat pocket storage on both sides. You do have your air vent controls here, and then two USB, an A and a C for charge only for the rear passengers. Okay, so on the inside here, I mean, you can see I've got the seats adjusted for where I would be driving, and I've got a good 4 inches of space here. Headroom here, again, couple, almost 2 inches of headroom for me. And the seats themselves are comfortable. I like them. They have the center armrest right here with dual cup holders. I like it that it's elevated so you're comfortable resting your elbows. In addition to that, you've got a reading lamp right here, and you do have a coat, like a grab handle and a coat hanger on both sides. All right, so you can recline these seats. Right now, you can see that this seat's fully reclined. It's like a 2 different positions, and you use the same lever that you use to lay the seat flat. So you grab it up here, and then you have, this is the first stage, and then that's the second stage. So you do have the ability to recline those. All right. Overall, it rides quiet. It had a nice, smooth ride to it. Lots of technology built into it and safety systems. Really nice. Spacious in the back, I'll tell you.
All right, so today we're in the new 2021 Nissan Rogue, and this is the SV with all-wheel drive. And I gotta say, it's got a nice, comfortable ride. I'm not picking up a lot of the road noises. I'm in town right now, but sometimes vehicles can be a little noisier in town than they are on the highway, just with the little strips that are on the road. But it's very well insulated, and it's got a nice, comfortable ride. The seats are very nice, comfortable. In terms of getting in and out, we'll overlay a video here, and you'll be able to see that. Certainly not bad getting in the front. I haven't stepped in the back seat yet, but you'll see that on the video. Interior ergonomics, just where everything is laid out in here. Well, you got a plethora of controls right on your steering wheel. You've got a nice infotainment screen right here. You've got quite a few physical buttons that you can push, including a camera button, which activates the front camera, and the 360 or bird's eye view, which is really nice. So very, very easy to get to things in the car without having to be distracted when taking your eyes off the road. In terms of parking, it, really can't get too much easier. You've got the 360 camera system, and in addition to that, you've got the physical camera button right below the infotainment screen, so you can activate that front camera when you're pulling into a parking lot, and that just makes it really easy. And so overall, a really nice, comfortable ride, quiet, well insulated, easy to park, easy to navigate around town. I like it. So I am going to pull over here in just a couple of minutes, and I'm going to hand it over to Rob, and we'll get his impressions on what he thinks about this new
redesigned Nissan Rogue.
All right, my turn to take a ride, and you know, so far it's really pretty peppy. I've got it in sport mode because I want to test the acceleration in just a few minutes. Sound and quietness seems to be very well dampened, although I'm just in a neighborhood right now, so I'm not really getting a lot of speed. Lots of safety systems. You know, it's got this Pro Pilot Assist. It has automatic emergency braking. It's got ABS. It's got a rear camera. It's got the surround view camera thing as well, and that's really cool. And I listed those in my review as well. Fit and finish, you know, overall I like it. I'm not sure that I really like the two-tone with the brown and the black. It doesn't really carry over anywhere else except on the dashboard and the top of the front door panels. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. But overall, I mean, it's pretty nice interior. It seems to be very well put together. I like the stitching on the dashboard. You got a lot of nice soft touch areas. And you know, I don't think it's bad at all. Okay, here we go. Going to get on to the highway, and lots of good acceleration there. Very, very crisp, and I like the way that CVT shifted. It has actually like artificial shift points to make it more like an automatic transmission. I really did like that.
So my favorite thing is the fact that it has a physical camera button that activates the front camera and the 360. That is so nice to have when you're parking. My favorite thing.
Okay, and my favorite thing, I know a lot of different manufacturers are doing this nowadays, but I really like when they do individual letters for the name of the car, like you see here, R-O-G-U-E. It's a Rogue, yes, and I like that. That's my favorite thing. Well, that's our review of the 2021 Nissan Rogue SL, and we appreciate you spending some time with us. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and please click on that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.